what's best in Vale's, like in the best interest of Vale's children. So, and I agree that is the best choice. I think she needs to focus on her and her babies right now. Jordan doesn't have any kids and he's young. And that doesn't mean that they couldn't make it work, but it's going to be difficult being so far apart. So it'll be interesting to see. I seen Bree's downfall post Hannah. Oh goodness. Yeah, I mean, breakups are difficult, but it doesn't have to mean that there has to be some like huge dramatic thing about it. It can be amicable, and I think that would be great. Yeah, that is definitely what she needs to do is go to Texas, focus on her babies, focus on getting them at least, 50% of the time if she can, and then, go from there. Hopefully she does fight for her kids. As far as I've been made aware, she is fighting for her children. And I choose to believe that she is. Unless I see otherwise, then we'll go from there. But from what I have been told, she is absolutely fighting for her children. So, and I don't mean it like, oh my God, she's starting a war. I just mean like she wants to see her children and she's trying to do what's in the, she mentioned me. That's funny. She's trying to do what's in the best interest of them. Okay, so I bleached my hair today. How do you get yours so white? Honestly, it looks white on camera, but I feel like I live in, I don't know, where we live, we have hard water, and so it makes it brassy. You got to do purple shampoo. And did you bleach it by yourself or did you bleach it at the salon? I also believe she is, but now that she's moving home and getting her own place. Yeah. Purple shampoo, and if not, then get the T8. Can she afford to live on her own? I have no idea on that one. Yes, tone it with T18. That was literally what I was about to say. Okay, I know the girlies that are bleaching at home. She's about to prove her haters wrong. Love it. Yeah. I really hope she does. I have given some advice, whether it was wanted or not, and told her that, if she really wants her kids, going to Texas was a good choice. And I don't know about her calling her grandma. She didn't tell me anything like that. I just told her that I believed that she wanted to see. I'm bleaching mine, so my hair loss is ridiculous. Yeah, it's rough. My postpartum hair loss was rough too. Because I do believe she cares about her kids. I believe she suffered from postpartum. I believe she went through a lot. Do I think she didn't make a mistake? Of course, I think she made a mistake when she did the DoorDash thing. Oh, I agree, random little boy. I agree. It was a mistake. She fucked up. But like I said, she also was 2 weeks postpartum. She had just gone to the hospital by herself and had her child by herself. He was not there, and then left the hospital by herself. And he was supposed to watch the baby, and she didn't have anyone else to watch the baby. She was supposed to be going back to work. So, was it the right choice? No, but she's very young. Are they actually engaged, or is it a promise ring? Girl, Bree just showed 2K 911 call when Bree kidnapped baby W. Oh God, why did she do that? Why did she do that if it's supposed to be used in the case? Why did she do that? Who among us hasn't left a kid on a stoop? I mean, my dad did, so, I was just a stoop kid. Stoop kid never leaves a stoop. If you know what that's from, I'll gift you a sub. Stoop kid never leaves a stoop. Stoop kid never leaves a stoop. Oh my God, Kendra Brooke gets it. Kendra Brooke was the first one. How do I gift you a sub? I don't know how. How do I gift you a sub? How do I do it? Jesus? Kendra Brooke. I don't know how, but I want to. I'm going to figure it out. You hold your little horsies because you got it fast. Helga. Yeah, I mean, I really do believe that she is doing what she needs to do for her kids, and she's trying to work in silence, and I think that that's the best of the best interest. Hold on, let me try to find this. Hold on. Does anybody know how I gift a sub? I can't do it from the chat because I can't pull the chat up because I'm live on here. Send subscription to others. I just want to give one. I don't want to just do that. Is there a rock on her ring? Yeah. Is there? Her snap was nonchalant. Yeah. They're just still trying to get attention. Always Tina, Stacked, Moose, Mana, Nova. Thank you. Oh my God, y'all. Someone help me. There's got to be a way. Let me see. We're going to learn together how to gift a sub on my live while on TikTok Studio. We're all learning together. I wish people would unsub to her snap. Yeah, I think she thinks it will help Santos get to be around winter, but it won't. It won't make a difference. It's not the 90s anymore. It's not the early 2000s. People don't like, judges don't care about that. Okay. I've got to figure out. There's got to be a way. That's my subscription goal. Subscription goal. Go to subscribers, then click community, and it gives you an option to gift a sub. But it only lets me, it won't let me gift. Go to subscriptions and then click community. I did that. But is it because I only have so many per? This is dumb. Somebody give Kendra Brooke a freaking subscription. She's had him around 7 different dudes since he's been born. Yeah. It says on my end where you can gift one, but I think because I gave my monthly one away already. Now, ladies, enough talk about my. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I'm gonna figure it out eventually. Mods, can y'all put that in my to-do list? Gift Kendra, get her at for me. I'm gonna gift her a sub whenever the hell I can figure it out. We are 96% to our goal. We have 288 subscribers, trying to get to 300. I'm trying to fill my gift gallery. I'm pinning this whale. If someone feels it in their little heart to help me out tonight. Kendra, I'm gonna figure it out, girl. Click on their profile and then click sub, but it didn't. It says reply, multi-guess, follow, and then this add moderator, mute, block, report. And I'm not trying to do none of that to her. And then this just takes me to her TikTok. It's because I'm on the computer. She just Kendra, comment again. I'm just gonna have to do what other people do and have a PayPal set up so that y'all can pull out of it to give to other people. There you go. All right, y'all. Any other tea y'all want to talk about before we jump into this true crime and finish our case from last night? Crash Out Monica, Buttercup, Cassie, Ashley, Tina. Here we go. Thank you, PI. Yes, tonight is part 2, and let's just say, let me pull up a little something for y'all real quick, because take a gander at all these files. That's what we have to go through tonight. The video of them fighting. Is this a sub only live? No, it's not. Am I going to need a drink? You're going to need a drink. You're going to probably need a lot more than one. This is, y'all, trigger warning. It's going to get intense. So buckle the fuck up. All right. Got a subwave going. Oh, who was it? Who else subscribed? Is it Texas Mama or just TX Mama? Texas? You from Texas, girl? Is you from Texas? Those conversations last night were sickening. Well, get ready. If you weren't, let's take a poll. Let's see here. Where's my polls? Pull me a poll up here. Let's do a quick poll-a-rooski. Texas Mama. All right. I want you to put a happy face if you think she is innocent, and a sad face if you think she should be rotting in jail with him. And go. Just a vote from last night. Yeah, that's what I thought. They have some people that think she's innocent. Or one, at least. Well, we're going to see if we change this one person's mind. Because some of the two people. We're gonna read some things, and y'all can decide how you feel after that. Two people is crazy. We got to change those two people. It's probably, this was not nice, and I know y'all are going to clip it, but I was going to say it's probably Angie and Astrovino roaches, but who am I? Anyways, all right, so only two people. We got to change y'all's mind. All right, y'all. I'm going to read a summary and then go over a few things. And then before both are Connie, stop. I pressed the wrong button. I felt like waking my kids. I know, it's rough. So I'm going to read a summary of it, and then we will go over some of the other CPS stuff. And then I'll bring Boosted in. Boosted, are you out there? Say hello. I'll bring Boosted in to talk and just kind of like discuss what we're feeling about stuff. And then, oh my God, we're 10 subs away from 300, y'all. Boosted. So I'll read all this stuff, and then we will have us a little case discussion. Are you reading this? Yes. So some of the stuff, I didn't go through all of it. I just looked, and then my amazing mod, I don't know what her name is on here, and I don't want to oust her real name, but I didn't hear back from Gloria. So if I can get her eventually, I would bring her in. So yes, I tried to make sure that everything I pulled, I didn't read through fully. So most of this is stuff that I haven't even, like, all I saw was the first page of it. And I was like, okay, we're going to want to read that. We're going to want to read this. So all of this we will be finding out together. And basically, I know I need a Nancy Grace wig. Pretty much and also let me know, I've got the mic moved up. Is this better? Is it too loud? I wrote Connie and she blocked me. I just had to tell her how low she is. Yeah. The files are public information. This is very, very sad. This is a situation where kids were failed by CPS. So there's a long history here, and it's pretty rough, y'all. So let's read this. This was someone that a lot of us knew and were friends with on here, and so it is just crazy that she had the audacity to judge other parents. But yeah, so I've got this on my phone. What I'm about to read is hold on, because she says she has it. I've included a redacted version in Google Drive called 20. Okay, so this is basically going to be a summary of the case. Okay, so I'm going to be reading the unredacted version, and I'll just kind of let y'all scroll along with me. Yes, I'm doing a summary. So if you weren't here last night, you will basically hear what happened, and then we'll start going into her history. If other people come in and they don't know what's going on, tell them, look up the case. I can't keep going back over things. So otherwise, we'll never get finished. Okay, I'm going to pull this up for y'all. All right. Affidavit in support of removal. Before me, the undersigned authority personally appeared, and this is just someone. My name is blank. I am over the age of 18, of sound mind, and capable of making this affidavit. I'm an authorized representative of the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, aka CPS. And all the facts stated in this affidavit are within my personal knowledge and are true and correct. So we have hold on. Did it X out of it when sorry, y'all. We have the children, which I am not going to, this is not about name dropping anything. So we have the children here that were in the home. One was born in 2019. This girl has been having babies. Yes, because she knows that she's a monster. She's been having babies every single year. So she was born in 1995. He was born in 1993. So he would be 32. I don't know how old she would be. But here were the babies born in 2019 and 2020. This happened in 2022, so you know how young they were. Thank you, Jackie, Lenny, Cassie, Amanda, Jay. Oh my God, all my people are here. Hello, I love y'all. Information on protective orders. To the best of the department's knowledge, there are no protective orders in effect or applications pending as described in blah, 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 Texas Family Code in regard to a party to the suit or a child of the party to the suit. Mother, Connie Waldy. Father, Dylan O'Neill. Okay, get ready, y'all. Hi, Jackie. So, allegations. On December 5th, 2022, the Department of Family and Protective Services going to be more details. Hold on, y'all. I got a little baby saying mommy. I know, we were just getting into it. So, yep, she's trying to sneak in. You was sneaking in? Don't get in here. They can't see you. Hold on. Okay, give me just a second. Come here, Pookie. All right, y'all know we mom first. The little setup is pretty cool, is it? Do y'all do a lot of true crime deep dives? No, but we are about to start doing a lot of them. So we're taking a turn. That door sounded serious. I slammed it after the dog. Only someone guilty would delete their page or pages. Y'all, you're going to know how guilty this girl is. Just wait. We're doing true crimes every Thursday. And if, true crime, if the case takes more than a day, we'll finish up on Friday. All right, y'all. back in. Remember, this girl was talking to all of us, commenting on everything, saying how Bree was a bad mom. Whew. Facts necessitating removal. On December 5th, 2022, I made contact with Sergeant blah with Midland Sheriff's Office, who advised for me to head to Midland Memorial Hospital as the two older children were found and were being transported there by ambulance. Remember how she told us that she went to the hospital? Yay, just got my son down. I'm good for the night. Yay. Y'all, if I don't respond back and I don't say thank yous to gifts and all that, please don't be mad, but I appreciate the gifts so much. Y'all mean the world to me. And y'all doing this allows me to stream as much as possible right now, which I would love to get to be able to stream every single day. So I appreciate y'all. They were transported by ambulance. He stated that the two surviving children were found in very bad condition. He states that they appear to be very malnourished and dirty. The sergeant further advised that the children were found with the father, Dylan O'Neill, paternal grandfather, Paul Hernandez, and uncle Zachary O'Neill. He stated that all three men have been arrested. Dylan was arrested for capital murder. Zachary and Paul were arrested for hindering apprehension. The sergeant also advised that the children's mother, Connie, was at the hospital waiting for the arrival of the children. I arrived at Midland Memorial Hospital, where I was able to observe the baby being treated by emergency room staff. The baby was wearing a diaper, and I observed injuries to both legs. The injuries were in the healing stage, and I was unable to determine what caused the injuries. God. The baby appeared malnourished, low body weight, pale skin color, sunken cheekbones. The baby was nonverbal. I also observed one of the children who appeared malnourished, very low body weight, pale skin color, and sunken cheekbones. The child had what appeared to be an infected laceration to a finger on his left hand. The baby had injuries to both legs and a small blister on one of his left toes. The injuries to the baby's legs were in the healing process. The baby had what appeared deep bruising to both butt cheeks. The baby had an infection to the tip of I can't even tell y'all that part. And it was bruised. Okay. Nursing staff advised that the baby weighed 12.3 kilos, roughly 27 pounds, and the other child weighed roughly 25 pounds. Medical staff also informed me that those were the two children that weren't unalived. So, correction, those two children were the ones that looked like they had been... Oh, but CPS didn't take it seriously because they didn't take these kids. The baby, the 11-month-old child, arrived to the hospital and was pronounced deceased on arrival. I was informed that he was severely malnourished and weighed 11 pounds. I was advised that the baby was found in horrible condition and that he had what appeared to be long hair wrapped around his, and it appeared infected. I went to speak with the children's mother, Connie Waldy. Connie advised that she and Dylan had been together and also be prepared because she's a liar. I went to speak with the children's mother, Connie Waldy. Connie advised that she and Dylan had been together for 10 years and split up in December 2021. She advised that she remained in the home until February when she decided to leave by herself. Remember, she said that she was smused the whole time. Hey, Ray Ray. And that's why she left. She ran with only the clothes on her back. But it gets interesting. She advised that she remain in the home till February when she decided to leave by herself and leave the children at the residence with Dylan. She stated that she was homeless and didn't want the children to be with her. She states that the last time she physically saw the children was in February. She states that her relationship ended with Dylan due to DV. She stated that she knows he is violent and that is why she never went to try and see the kids. There has been a long history of DV between the two of them. Now remember, this is all stuff that she is stating. She states that she previously went to the Safe Place DV shelter with her children 3 years ago to get away from Dylan, but she did return to be in a relationship with him. Connie stated that throughout this year, she would send Dylan money via Cash App for the children and states that he should still have their food stamp cards. She states that she would only get updates of the children via photographs Dylan would send, which she stopped receiving in October. She says she wanted to get the children, but was never able due to not having a residence until 6 months ago. So she had a residence 6 months ago, but still wasn't getting them. When she met and moved in with her new boyfriend, Joshua Cherry. She states she called law enforcement. Those are adults, by the way. She states she calls law enforcement once during the summer so she could go and get the children, but law enforcement advised her that since she is saying Dylan is the father and he is claiming to be the father, it is a civil matter and she would need to go to court. Connie stated she did not get the paperwork at that time and only recently got the paperwork on Friday, December 2nd, 2022. Connie states that she knows Dylan is diagnosed schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression, and an impulse disorder. She doubts that he was taking his meds, but she never went to try and get the children. She states that she found out several years ago that Dylan would self-medicate with math, though she never actually saw him using it. She states she heard last week from a friend of his that he was using math again, but did not attempt to go and get the children upon hearing that. Connie initially stated that she only has 3 children. Connie initially stated that she only has 3 children, but when speaking with her about previous CPS history, she admitted that she has 4 children, but one of her children was removed, and she relinquished her rights to that child. After reviewing the previous history with the department, it was revealed that Connie had not only 1 child removed, but 3 in 2018, all of whom Connie lost rights to and were adopted out. That was the time that she left Safe Place and returned to be in a relationship with Dylan. Connie and Dylan have both also had an extensive history with the department dating back to 2010. There has been an ongoing pattern for years of DV between Connie and Dylan. That pattern includes the couple separating, then getting back together and engaging in DV again. There has been a long pattern with most of Connie's 10 children always being observed unkempt and dirty. All of them. Home conditions have been seen to be deplorable in several of the investigations with the department, and there have been concerns of rug usage by both parents in the past. Both parents. Both Connie and Dylan have been validated several times for multiple children for concerns of physical neglect and neglectful supervision due to rug usage, malnourishment, and DV. Connie advised that the most recent incidence of DV was in January when Dylan assaulted her again in a parking lot. I spoke with Connie's current boyfriend, Joshua Cherry, and he advised me that if he were to take a rug test, he would fail and said he uses Bree's favorite thing. He advised that it is not an everyday usage. No wonder Shelby was cool with these people. It's not an everyday usage, but it is active as he uses on his off days to swap his sleep schedule back to normal after working nights in the oil field. He admitted that his last usage was less than a month ago, and he began using snow in his early 20s. I spoke with family members who have 3 of Connie and Dylan's children and was advised that there have been many concerns for Dylan's mental health and rug usage for years now. I was advised that Connie has a history of leaving the children with Dylan for extended periods of time without contacting him or the children, then coming back. So remember how she said she left because of that? But yet she would just leave her kids there and never talk to them or him. She also has a history of engaging in DV around the children with Dylan. So it says she has a history of engaging in DV. around the children with Dylan. Family members stated that neither Connie nor Dylan have attempted to see or speak to the children they have in 4 years. So they just forgot about the kids that they already had and gave up. I spoke with family members about the possibility of being placement for these children. They stated they would think about it, but due to having the other children, they may not be able to be long-term placement for them. And this is exactly what I said. I think that there was no way for them to place these kids anywhere else, and so they gave them back to her. Supervisor Blank has reached out to the past foster placement. Placement is no longer a foster home. Attempts have been made to contact them directly, but at this time, there has been no response from messages left. Blank and Blank are currently hospitalized at Covenant Children's Hospital and are expected to be released within the next day or two. All of these babies had to be hospitalized. Oh, allegations, neglectful supervision. This says dates from 10/19/2020 to 12/30/2010. She has 2 of her children back. One of them was unalived. Reason to believe neglectful supervision of blank blank by Connie Waldy and Eileen Waldy, whoever that is, ruled out medical neglect of blank by Connie Waldy and Eileen Waldy. Connie had taken blank to home of her ex-boyfriend, Dylan O'Neill. Connie admitted to Dylan having anger issues and stated that Dylan has tried to fight father Joseph. So this was the father of her first kid, I believe, in the past with Dylan. In the past, Eileen also had concerns of drug usage in the home of Dylan. Connie stated that she is no longer with Dylan and she will not allow blank to be in that home. Case was referred to FBSS. So, this one was from in 2010 to 2011. Joseph also attends school and works part-time to ensure that he is able to care for his son. Joseph has taken Connie to court for full custody of their son. Joseph and his parents were awarded custody, and Connie only receiving supervised visitation due to an incident that occurred at their home between Connie and Joseph's mother. We're going to go over all of these. This is just a summary of all the big ones. So I'm just showing y'all that this had a lot to do with her too. Make sure y'all send your daily heart me's and don't forget to go back and hit collect so that you get the points for it. Rule out neglectful supervision by Dylan O'Neill and Connie Waldy. There were no criminal engagement by either parent, no indication of alcohol or drug abuse from either parent, no injuries were observed on either child. Mother and father denied allegations. The neighbor to Dylan and Connie stated he has only seen father yell and cuss at Connie, but never in front of the children. The living conditions were clean and appropriate for their children. There was plenty of food and water. Investigation. This was in 2014. Neglectful supervision and physical neglect. The parents both tested negative for rugs and were tested using mouth swabs at the location. The family is poor and struggles to meet their housing needs. The home did not have any immediate safety concerns for the children. This is how many times CPS was called on them. Niecy, because I fucking want to, and because she deserves to be in jail just like her boyfriend, because she is just as much at fault. So if you want to stay in here, zip it. If you heard the discussion that we heard yesterday between these two while he was in jail, you would feel the same way. So again, in 2015, rule out medical neglect. The children were never sicker than with colds and allergies, and the parents have given the caregivers a power of attorney and are assisting in acquiring necessary paperwork for the children to obtain care. So basically, the aunt that had adopted these kids, they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. So the aunt had to file with CPS so that she could take the kids to the doctor. 2015, again, the parents are not doing any services. They have not been cooperative with the department. The children are safe. The family is aware of community supports. At this time, the parents agree to keep the children at Elsa and Frank's home. 2017, neglectful supervision. Abbreviated closure. blank, blank, blank have not been living with Connie and Dylan for over 2 years. Elsa and Frank O'Neill are in the process of getting custody of the children through legal aid. Dylan and Connie both supervised the baby. The baby had no marks or bruises, was dressed appropriately, and had formula. The baby was clean and looked healthy for a 4-month-old. The baby also had appropriate sleeping arrangements. There were no concerns in the home that the baby is living. 2018, medical neglect, neglectful supervision, and physical neglect. Connie Waldy and Dylan O'Neill were involved in a volatile relationship that included DV. Through the investigation, Miss Waldy and Mr. O'Neill could not provide a clean and stable environment. There is concern with blank's weight, as she weighed 22 pounds in March 2017 and only gained 2 pounds since. So this is an ongoing thing. And she was in the home when these children were not weighing what they were supposed to weigh. There is concern that the children were found in unsanitary conditions and their hygiene was poor, resulting in blank having a severe rash in his area that was bleeding, and he also had another rash in his neck area. There is concern that Miss Waldy does not have the necessary skills to ensure that her children maintain a stable and sanitary environment. There is concern that Miss Waldy keeps allowing Mr. O'Neill access to her home against the safety plan that she agreed to, and as a result, Miss Waldy was attacked by Mr. O'Neill. Children were removed and TMC given to the department. Termination of parental rights. This was in 2019. The children are in adoptive placement. Both Miss Waldy and Mr. O'Neill relinquished their rights of all 3 children. Rule out neglectful supervision. Connie did not place blank in any situations that would meet the definition for neglectful supervision. She also did not fail to remove him from any such situation. Connie has willingly taken a rug test and was negative for all substances. Connie provides all basic needs for blank. Connie is living alone in an RV with no risk of DV. Case was referred to FBSS. Conclusion, mother has not completed, this was in 2019 to 2020. Mother has not completed all her recommended classes due to blank being sick, etc. But blank's well cared for and attends daycare. This is what I'm saying. Hasn't completed all her classes, but it's okay. And attends daycare regularly. Daycare staff as well as pediatrician report blank is always clean and dressed appropriately. Never seen with any unexplained bruises or injuries. There is no indication of any DV or rug use in the home. Mother and blank live alone and no indication that ex-boyfriend O'Neill has been around blank at any time. Landlord reported it's only mother in the RV. Then Connie was arrested for and convicted for theft of property. Dylan has weed charge, unlawful restraint, criminal mischief, and then of course there's his capital schmurder. At this time, no interstate placement is planned. Conclusion, the case was staffed with supervisor, blah, 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 program director, and a decision was made that emergency removal be conducted based on the above facts. The department believes that there is a continuing danger to the physical health and safety of the child if the child remains in the home. Specifically, the children were all found to be malnourished, skinny, with unknown injuries and burns on their bodies. Blank and blank are both delayed for their age. 11-month-old blank passed away due to severe malnourishment while in the care of Mr. O'Neill. Mr. O'Neill is charged with capital unaliving of their 11-month-old baby. Miss Connie Waldy left the children with Mr. O'Neill, knowing his tendencies for violence. Miss Connie Waldy knew of Mr. O'Neill's untreated mental health and had concerns for his rug use by Mr. O'Neill, yet still made no attempts to go and get her children from Mr. O'Neill. Miss Connie Waldy and Mr. O'Neill have demonstrated a pattern of DV within their relationship and physical neglect of their children dating back to 2010. Miss Waldy and Mr. O'Neill have both been provided services to address proper care of their children, substance abuse and domestic or DV by the department on multiple occasions. Parents have worked with family-based safety services and been involved with conservatorships for the same concerns. So y'all, this is years, a literal decade of CPS history and the same shit, different day. She still left her kids there, just to be clear. This is just conservatorship. The purpose of this suit is to establish the parent-child relationship between Joseph Gabladon and the child of this subject suit. The best interest of the child, the subject of this suit, will be served by appointment of Joseph Gabladon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Check. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. Anyways, so is her name actually Connie? Yes. Okay. So right now, do y'all have any questions? Who's this regarding? Her name is Connie Waldy. Her name was Ash Trevino Roaches on this app. And she was someone that commented on Bree's parenting and clearly had no reason to be commenting on Bree's parenting. And yeah, so she was talking crap about me as a mother, made up lies about me as a nurse, talked about my husband and so on, while this was the glass house that she was throwing stones from. So I don't know if you're still on TikTok. So basically her first child, they did the dad asked for full custody. Petitioner requests the court, after notice and hearing, to make temporary orders for the safety and welfare of the child, including but not limited to the following: enjoining Connie Waldy from removing the child beyond so basically she couldn't leave the state with him, denying Connie Waldy access to the child, or alternatively rendering a possession order in accordance with blah, blah, blah. Request for a temporary restraining order. So he wanted a restraining order from her. And pretty much in this order, he won. He got custody of the child, and he got the temporary restraining order. And here's this: petitioner Joseph Jesus Gabladon appeared in person. Connie appeared in person. The court finds that the alleged father, Joseph, has admitted to paternity of blank by pleading in or open court under oath. It is ordered that Joseph, and he is adjudicated to be the father to this child born on September 2nd, 2010, to Connie Waldy, and that the parent-child relationship between the father and child is established. So it is ordered that Joseph and Connie are appointed joint managing conservatorship of the child, which basically means legal rights. But it is ordered that at all times Joseph, as a parent, joint man, so basically that it says that they have all these rights. Basically the rights to do whatever you want with your kid. But it is ordered that Connie Waldy shall have possession and access to the minor child on the first, third, and fifth Friday of each month, beginning at 6 p.m. and ending at 8 p.m. on the same day, the first, third, and fifth Saturday of each month, beginning at 1 p.m. and ending at 6 p.m. on the same day. And then same thing for Sundays. So basically she couldn't have overnights with her own kid because they thought she was dangerous. She could have telephone visits. And this was a very young child, and the mother lost custody. And she had supervised visitation, and then she had a workup plan with this child. And then just didn't take care of him anymore after some point.